7 minutes, 29 seconds.
Yep. So we start in 10 seconds.
Oh,
Aaron, are you gonna turn your camera on? You don't have to if you don't want to.
Welcome to AbilityMKE Now. My name is Sue Roskoff, and we are here on River West Radio having an amazing time together and looking forward to introducing a new friend to the show. But first, what is AbilityMKE Now? We are a show all about integration, bringing people with disabilities and people that don't have a disability together, enjoying life here in the Milwaukee area. We all have different abilities, and here at Ability MKE Now, we dive into this topic of diverse abilities. The concept of disability can hit a wide range of possibilities. We could be talking about physical or mental disabilities, the deaf and hard of hearing community, blindness, chronic pain, mental health diagnosis, goals of substance use reduction, and the list goes on. We all have our own experience with disability, whether it's our own or with people we know or with people we encounter in our daily lives. Here at Ability MKE Now, we break down the barriers and celebrate the ability in all of us. I am excited to go ahead and bring in Emily Gulmer to do our introductions this evening because we do have a good friend that is joining us, and I'm so thrilled he's able to be here with us tonight. But first, Emily, I'm going to pass the mic over to you.
Oh, welcome everybody. So our guest tonight hails from California, and has a show of his own called Stroke TV Media. And so I'd like to bring in Aaron and to say a little bit more about who you are, what you do. Anything else you'd like to say, Aaron? Oh, you're on mute, Aaron.
There we go. Welcome to the show, Aaron. We are so glad to have you here joining us tonight.
you were so good. This is Sue. You are amazing. You really are. You really, you're like, I got some stuff to learn, kick up my game a little bit.
Keep
Emily's on.
talking. I love it.
Yeah, well, I'm only speaking the truth, Sue. Only
Aw.
speaking you got to come on my podcast. I got to get people. My people know you are. Your energy is great.
Aw. Thank
So,
you. And actually, yeah, tell us more about your podcast and a little bit of who are you? Who is
okay,
Aaron?
okay. First of all, every Wednesday, 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, yeah, I host a podcast called Stroke of Genius Podcast Survivor Experience. And I interview any type of survivor. I don't care if it's brain injury, heart attack, stroke, near death experience. I had one myself, a near death experience, whatever. But I've opened my show up 20 to 24 to all types of survivors. Thank you for asking it, Sue.
Excellent. So, how long have you been doing your podcast?
I've only been, I think I've chimney crickets. I would have to say probably about, oh my gosh. That
It's been
is,
a while.
you're talking to a stroke survivor, brain aneurysm survivor with a memory deficit. I don't remember. I know I've been building stroke TV media for 9 years. I'm serving the stroke or brain injury community. Well, stroke, I really focus on stroke, but now all over to everybody that survives anything. I don't care what. I had the honor to have interviewed a cancer survivor, a breast cancer survivor, a woman. She's amazing. Her
But
attitude changes everything. Everything. Your mindset. I was talking too much.
no, I love it because you are nailing it on the head. Attitude
Okay,
does make all the difference when you're talking about being in that survivor role and actually being able, well, really to enjoy the the part of being a survivor. As hard as that is, my goodness, well, the alternate is not an option, is it? we're so glad that you're able to celebrate survivors. And you're saying you just was that somebody you had on your podcast recently was the breast cancer survivor?
Yeah, well, I haven't. I what we call canned. I recorded it and need to edit it and I'll broadcast it live, and I'll notify her so it's hitting the audience with me and we'll answer questions as they come up. But
Excellent.
yeah, that I did a heart attack survivor. He not only survived a stroke. His name is I forgot. Oh God. I just terrible. See, so I had memory deficit, like I said. I'm
And
glad I can remember your name and Emily's name.
me too. And
Hey,
that's okay. That's what we say at the beginning. We all have different abilities and we celebrate what we all can do. And if
you know,
memory is a thing that's not a strength right now, that's okay. That's what we're here for.
if you do it really comes down to for anybody with any what they was labeled as disabled, they're just different. They're not wrong. They're just different. You know, right? Emily was preaching the truth. Yes, I am. But really, everybody should be reached and not seen as disabled or not labeled as um, stroke survivor, or not labeled as whatever, autism, whatever. They're just different. It should be
Agreed.
inclusive. There should be no labeling. The labeling puts people in boxes. It does.
Oh,
In my show TV media, I believe I see building on building website for us. It's going to be called StrokeTVmedia.com. But I think mindset is a cornerstone of surviving anything. Anything, Sue. What do you
I
think?
agree. Absolutely. So yeah, between the mindset and actually I was really cluing into what you just said about labels put people in boxes. That is a really good way to put that because it really does. It puts people in a box and it makes it hard to see how can I be out of that box. I know that's a metaphor that's used a lot, thinking outside the box. But when you said the way you did about how labels put you in a box, that is so true and it's so not fair. Nobody has the
Well,
right to label people and put them in a box, do they?
well, I think so. Let me tell you what I've learned over the last 10 years of serving the survivor community. And my own near death experience. I'm a spiritual man now. And how can you not be having a near death experience? But changed my life more than my brain injuries and stroke was my near death experience. I don't talk a lot about it much. But you know, Sue, here's the truth. Don't think outside the box. The truth is, there is no box.
There is no box. You're
My
so right.
blower, my blower truth. My blower, right, Emily? Am I right, Emily? There is no
Yeah.
box. That's what you think of it, girls. Think about it. There is no box.
It's all it that mindset and what you put your sights on. I,
Oh, your
I
focus.
yes, your focus. I even think about when we're doing our water skiing. We obviously we love our water skiing sport that we do. We talk about it a lot, and that's
I give
something.
you, good for you. That's awesome. I hear it. I get excited.
And they often when we are learning new skills, we're on a show ski team, so we do all sorts of fun, weird things, build pyramids, doing all sorts of crazy stuff. And I have talked to so many people who've looked at us and said, "Oh my gosh, I don't know how you do that." And I always say it is so much easier than you think. You just have to take that moment and learn where to put your hand, where to put your foot. It's all a matter of learning something new. It's not
Well,
that it's that hard, it's just learning how to do it, which is true to so many things in life. It's just you got to
what
learn how.
you do what's awesome. Whatever your husband told you, Kurt. But I used to wakeboard before my stroke and before being in
Ooh,
a wheelchair for the last 14 years. So I decided about 3 summers ago, my son, well, actually my wife did, bought a new used Air Supreme. It was gorgeous. I had to try. So I get on the wakeboard and with the help of my son, I got out into the water, floated. I got there for a split second. If I would have kept on there, kept trying, I know for a fact, even being in a wheelchair, I could have wakeboard. So, Mike, when you guys talk about random about your water skiing, it's powerful. Yes, Emily, you've talking about what's up, honey? Oh,
No,
just
that's awesome. You were wakeboarding though.
there
no.
is a thing called a seated wakeboard. You should take a look sometime, or I should send you a picture of.
Say it again.
It's a seated wakeboard where you can actually sit on a wakeboard. There's a way we have a friend that does that. He's somebody who had a back injury or a neck injury, and he is paralyzed from the waist down.
Mm.
And he is a really good wakeboarder, and he has all the things to make it work. And he can carve in and out of the wake. He can.
Jump.
I've seen
No,
him even flip around and go backwards and forwards, and it's
no.
possible.
That's your point right there. You said the ability, not disability. Turning your disability into an ability. I believe Stroke TV Media, CEO of Stroke TV Media. And
Excellent.
that, by the way,
Yes.
is hashtag Stroke TV. In case you want to see what I do, just go to Google, type in hashtag Stroke TV. Am I allowed to say that?
Well, that's if people want to find what you're all about, if they want to
Well,
find you, that's
that's
the
what
best way
if
to
you
do
want to
it
what
is
I do.
hashtag stroke TV.
Yeah. I was telling, I forgot that Emma had me send a document. She's probably going to shape me down afterwards. But, Sue, I think when I heard your intro, what, how often do you, I'm new at this, so everybody knows out there in Radio Land.
So we
Did I introduce myself?
so well actually introduce yourself a bit more because
I
I know
don't
we've
think I
talked a
did.
little
I
about
don't think
stroke
I even
TV.
told them my name. My name is Aaron Avila. I'm CEO and founder of Stroke TV Media. I also host Stroke of Genius podcast, Survivor Experience, every Wednesday, 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time on Stroke TV Media YouTube channel. And it's my honor, like you, and I can tell you, that's why you've got to come on my podcast. And your energy tells me that this is not just about you, this is about them. And it's all about you connecting with them, and you inspire me, Sue, honestly. You inspire me.
It, our goal is what can we do to make a difference? What can we do to shine a light on a topic that honestly most people don't really put much thought into because there's that they don't have that reason to. The whole idea of ability and we're just coming out of winter here and even reminding people about how important it is to shovel the sidewalk and shovel out those curb cuts and stuff like that until you really have a reason to think about why things are important and why should I care whether my business has a ramp that goes up to the front door? Well, there's a really good reason to care about that. Just to be able to have a moment to think about things that you otherwise might not have an excuse to think about. Being
How
inclusive.
how powerful is what you just said? I mean, God, thank God for people like you. Really.
Well, and I
People
really
like
appreciate
Emily.
that River West Radio
But
has been so.
Emily's your front man. I hate to tell you, she's like well, mafioso of the Disability Channel. She's like amazing. She keeps me in line. She goes, "Are you gonna make it to your show, to the radio show?" What's that, Aaron? But Emily, thank you so much for the invite. Sue, hey, so I'll let you do it. I'm talking too much. I'm
You
been
are
not
good.
feeling, I'm just not being feeling well, but on time. But I'm sorry.
Well, we've been privileged to be here on River West Radio now for a really long time. And believe it or not, as I'm writing in my notes, this episode that we're doing right now is episode number 226. So we've been going here for quite a few years to have hit this far, and we're privileged to have this as something that we get to do and share with the Milwaukee area here. So it's a pretty fun thing that and we've actually rotated a bit. There was a whole another team that was really leading the charge originally. Kurt was totally in the middle of that, and we had several others, Adam and Jory and Dawn, that were all, and Mickey, that were all actually at the studio and working together with this. I would come once in a while, but honestly, I did not have that ability to get down there at that time most of the time. So since we've been doing this from actually from home now and on Zoom and being able to partner up like we do with River West this way, it's given me the amazing opportunity to be able to be in this role now and be more involved and be able to do all the things that we do. And so
Wow.
it's been a lot of fun.
Wow, wow, wow. So is this so I'm going off camera because I'm not feeling great, but um is this video is a video radio show or is a video gonna or just on air audio only?
So with the radio station, it is audio only. I actually am also doing a YouTube live at the same time, so we do have video as well, but that's
Oh,
okay because
okay.
the audio is our primary because that is what we're here for is with River West Radio.
Do you know what's funny? So I know I'm a friend. He's now a friend of mine, but he's a global business celebrity, Jeffrey Hazelwood. He was a CMO of Eastman Kodak. As a friend of mine, right? He's the one I started. Got me just excited about doing what I'm doing, really. Because when I first had my stroke of my brain aneurysm, I was suicidal. I thought, well, I was over. And then I turned on YouTube one evening, and here's a big man. He must have been 6 foot. I knew it's bigger than he should be. I mean, but he said, you got to think big, act bigger. Success is about attitude, mindset. And I thought, he's not excluding stroke survivors or brain injury survivors from any of that success. So guess I jumped on, as he put it, I jumped on my horse and rode. I saddled up and ride. That's what I do. I mean,
Awesome.
saddle up and ride.
And
Just
you can't ask for more than that. Like you say, saddle up and ride. That's what life is. You don't know what's coming next. None of us do. Even with like what we say in the introduction about how we interact with each other, right? Whether we have a disability that we work with or not, or whatever, wherever we are. You know what? Right now I'm at I would consider it to be a privileged point in my life where I don't have a disability that I report, but who's to say that doesn't change tonight, tomorrow, next year, next, who knows? We're all, a friend actually, a local friend here used the term tab, temporarily able-bodied, that really we don't know what's going to be coming our way, and live your life to the fullest every moment you can.
go to, start go to. That's so true. I mean, my God, you get me excited when you speak. Your energy is amazing. But, let me tell you, take it from me. A guy that went to bed one night and then didn't wake up for 2 months in the hospital, coming out of coma. I woke up 2 months later. They said I got up got ready for my morning shower. I was self-employed at the time. I got up, took a shower. I had my brain aneurysm, exploded in my brain in the shower, dropped like a rock on the tile. I don't know how I didn't escape getting hurt. I was dead there. I'm one of the few men that you've seen that have been into their own funeral. They would be in a separate room until my family said goodbye because I was going to die.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah. So I've been to my funeral suit because I'm still here. So
You are still here. You are still kicking. You're still making a difference. Oh, you're not done yet.
it's like you found I don't know. I'm curious to what got you into doing what you get you into doing this. What got you seem like you did it before.
This great question. So really the water skiing piece is what started us down this road with what we do with the adaptive water skiing. And there's so many different pieces that fall into place along the way for how it is that we ended up actually here and doing all these ability related things that we do. Truly a lot of it stems back to our love of water skiing, and from that so much, whoever would have dreamed that that would be the path that brought us here. It's still, when I think back of all the things that had to fall into place for this to come together, never would have I couldn't have dreamt this at all. When you think back 10-20 years ago, this was not on my radar.
But
But
if your
so
journey
glad
is
it
like
is now.
mine, if your journey is like mine, it was like if God was putting a puzzle together.
Mm-hmm.
Every piece fit like you knew when you're on the right track because it's like a piece of a puzzle. It's only one way to go and click. And so when God is putting the puzzle of your life, out of our lives together, and I know you're on the same path. I know you almost sound like you're talking about that in your life, that things don't work out. See, I had a guy yesterday too, because I had a guy yesterday. I was on a verified podcast, and he said, "I have learned that life doesn't happen to me; it happens for me." Your
Ooh, I like
disability,
that.
yeah. Let me repeat it because like it's probably worth it. Life, life doesn't happen to me; it happens for me. So that means Emily, my sister, your superpower isn't your quote unquote disability. To the world, to you, it may seem like a disabled, but that's a box. You just need to break free of the box and let it become your ability. It is be a superpower. I try to teach my survivors if they're so down on themselves. I try, but they don't get it sometimes. They're like pulling a truck stuck in the mud over their tires. They don't get it. You can pull all you want, but you can't make them do it. But they don't realize their disability, quote unquote. He used that word. There's a bunch of people in a box. Like Emily, don't you have like, what do you have? What do you
Yeah,
diagnosed with? What?
yeah, I've autism.
Yeah, see, you don't realize your autism is your superpower, but the world says, no, no, Emily, you're autistic. I'm sorry. You're in the box. Stay in this box right now. But your power, my sister, is when you come out of that box, when you say, I'm not letting your labels anymore, and let the truth will ring to you. There is no box, Emily. It's all man-made.
Right.
That you that's my like yeah. I'm just telling you, just when you've had enough, just say there is no. Realize the truth. There is no box. There's nothing you can't do, honey.
Yeah. I'd say the
Out of
limit.
what?
I was going to say we the limits that we have are ones that we actually create ourselves.
You
We
bet
don't
on.
know what we're possible, what we have no idea what we're capable of until we try, until we figure it out. And I absolutely love how you put that with that whole concept of the labels and how it puts you in a box. And yeah, no boxes. We time to recycle those. All done with boxes.
I think, with outside people that puts us in a box, but I'll tell you the biggest culprit in my experience, because yoga's been a journey for me. It's been a spiritual awakening, a learning, a learn. It's been the tools God chose to use. It's a brain injury stroke to make me who I am, going down the path I'm going. Click, there goes that puzzle piece you put on my suit. But
Exactly.
I'm just telling you that there's nothing we can't do. It really isn't. Where our biggest what it's getting to, the biggest enemy is between our two ears is ourselves. We are our biggest enemy. What lies between, right? How we
Yeah.
think of ourselves. What we think of. Do we love ourselves? That's an avenue I need to get more attached with. To love what it really truly means to love yourself. To look in the mirror and go, I love what I see. I'm not there yet, but I'm telling you, I know some people that are. It's amazing stuff.
Yeah. Getting to that place where you can be comfortable with yourself. You can be proud of who you are. You can love what you do, what you are, who you are. That really getting in touch with yourself and getting to that point where you can acknowledge that, that's huge. That is, it's freeing in so many ways. Because
Yeah,
yeah,
it's empowering. It's definitely empowering, no doubt. I mean, it's a space. It's safe for us. We just have to learn to go get it. It's right there in front of us. So we just to walk into it. It's already there. All the good that we want is already there. We just need to believe it and walk into it. The problem is the box, the mind. It builds a wall. I share a inspirational quote by in my group, and it says the biggest wall you'll ever climb in your life is the one you build in your own mind, Sue.
oh, I completely agree that that biggest wall is, oh, and we all have walls in our minds, don't we? We,
Oh yeah.
we got to get those let's see. When I think about that, my brain automatically also imagines that I can do karate or some kind of crazy thing like that and I can start kicking those walls down. That I
You
can't do
know,
that, but mentally, yes, you got to
yeah,
them
you have to. You have
walls.
to. You have to.
Yeah.
We have to learn to climb that wall because it's big, but
Yeah.
it's possible.
It is
Remember,
possible.
with faith, all things are possible. There is
Yes.
nothing we can. That's why I said in the beginning, so to Emily and to you guys, there's nothing we can't do. There's no box. We just need to walk into the truth, and that one violates everything in our brain. We've been taught to go to school and become workers, and we've been programmed. Pink Floyd had the semi right when they said, all in all, we're just another brick in the wall. School was designed to make you a brick.
Yeah.
That's why they could teach 30 plus students at one time. You're all designed to be a brick.
Yeah. So, Aaron, it has been a privilege having you here with us tonight on River West Radio. We look forward to all that comes in the future here, and we do thank you.
Sue, it's my honor and my pleasure being on the show with you. Thank you, honey. I'll let you go and close up. Bye, guys.
Thank you so much. We'll definitely be sending this your way.